What's up YouTube? My name's Quickie, welcome back to the channel. I still haven't got my microphone lead. I'm hoping it's here today, so I'm sorry if the sound is still rubbish. I'll turn the kettle off for a minute. This video is just a short one, but I've got something to show you. I am still working on a couple of videos for this week. One is finishing off the brakes and doing some more on the front end of Archdale, because they're all painted and ready to go back together, and I've got the lines and the master cylinder and blah blah blah. So that's coming, and I've also got to get the motor mount made for the mill, because on Sunday Jamie's coming to wire everything up for me. I'm proper looking forward to that. Still haven't seen the DRO scales yet. They should have been here. I don't care, as long as it's going I can have a play. But in the meanwhile, I've got something to show you, because we had a road trip yesterday. Today is Monday the 24th of May. And we had a road trip yesterday. We went and saw a couple of people, and I've got something to show you. Don't go anywhere. How cool is this, eh? How cool is this? Genuinely lovely people. And I'm not just saying that because I've come away with this little lot. We rocked up, when was it? I don't know, we probably got there about 2 o'clock or something like that. And we was there for a couple of hours and stuff. And he's such a nice fella as well. First thing that happens is the kettle goes on. Second thing is that Lynn brings out a chocolate fudge cake that she's been making, which was mega. I did like that. Sam would have loved it, but she's on a diet. The looks I was getting was... But she does make a mean chocolate fudge cake, it has to be said. And we just shut the brakes for ages. We were there for a couple of hours. And went out and had a look at Martin's workshop and stuff as well. He's kind of set up how I am. He hasn't got his own little business going out of it as well, which does take up a fair amount of space. He's got a really nice little workshop. He's got a lathe, he's got a mill, like a wire cone mill, but smaller than that one. His lathe has got a slightly bigger bed than that one. There's not a great deal in it, but he's knocking out his own stuff and you know, he's just doing his little projects and all that sort of stuff as well. He's got a real thing for GSX 1400s. He's got 5 bikes in his shed, one of which is just like a rolling chassis, but the others look lovely. I did put some pictures up before of like all the polish work and detailing and stuff that he's doing. And he's doing a really nice job, And his workshop is all clean. It's not like this. I need to have another sweep up, don't I? But you know, he's got all the basic stuff like I have. He's got, you know, a couple of machines. He's got, his tool chest is massive. And there's quite a few of them as well. But he's proper into his bikes, and he is doing a really nice job on them, it has to be said. And basically the story with this goes is that he came across, there was like a firm either going out of business or having a clear out or something. And there was a load of pikeys that just wanted to buy everything, weigh it in and get paid. And he went, yeah, I'm not having that. So he bought this, just because he wasn't having that. But it's too big to go on his mill. So he's got no need for it. He's got a smaller one, which, you know, fits quite happily. But this is sort of surplus to requirements and that. So he's given it to me. He's just given me a rotary table. Yeah. Bloody hell. Look! I'm probably going to need to get some longer bolts, aren't I? 38 kilos that weighs. 38 kilos. Not a little one. I'm not going to need some longer bolts. Yes, I'm going to need some longer bolts. Oh, it's alright, I'll get some. But this is mega. It's got, I don't know what some of this stuff does. I do need to have it apart and have a look see. If you wind it up, there is a little bit of like backlash in the screw. I'm not sure that could be dialed out. It probably, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But the action on it is lovely. It's really, really, really smooth. One rotation is about 4 degrees, something like that, I would think. But if you lock it off, I mean, there is just no wiggle room at all. It is solid. I mean, that could be a pin. Quite often you get a pin that goes in at sort of like the 90 mark or the 45 degree mark or 30 or 60 or whatever. So that could be a pin for that. Don't know. It all needs to be pulled apart and freed up. What does that say on there? I don't know. 1066/16. I don't know. I need to pull it apart and see that pin won't even come out. But there is a plate on the bottom that's held in with a couple of screws. Have all that lot off and we'll see what's what. I think there's a taper in there. Don't know what sort of taper it is. And there is a through hole that's threaded. So that could be handy for fixturing stuff. And on the hand wheels, it's got, obviously you've got degrees around here, then you've got minutes and seconds. So, you know, you can get it proper cock on. That is just going to be so cool. So cool. I couldn't put anything bigger on here. And with the travel that I've got, because it overhangs at the back, but I've got that stop on the end of the screw. So I think there's 220mm of travel, forwards and backwards, something like that. So this literally is the biggest thing that I could stick on it, but it is solid. You know, it's in keeping with the rest of it, isn't it? And with the rest of the tooling that I've got, you know, that was the missing piece basically. I won't be able to have that and the vice set up because it's not big enough and this thing is huge, but I've got one. So, you know, things like doing, I want to make a set of adjustable dog bones. You know, just things like that, and the foot peg hangers and like the speedo, like how's it, all that sort of stuff. You know, any of the machined bits and bobs that need a curve in it, this is just ideal. Absolutely ideal. It's all going to get stripped and cleaned. I will be painting it up because I've still got some more paint left. So wherever it was painted, it will just get it going over and stuff. But I need to pull it all apart and see how it all works. And you know, we go from there basically. How sweet is that? But then he's also given me this other stuff as well. So we've got like GT85, you know, like lubricants and stuff, maintenance fluid. We've got sanding stuff, including a backer, which is cool. This is yeah, it's quite a firm one, this one actually. So that's going to be neat. Like sanding belts and stuff for the finger sander and whatnot. He's also given me a few resistors. Apparently on one of his bikes that he was doing, it's all wired up and it was all fine and everything. I just couldn't get it to fire and he ended up having to stick a resistor in the feed wire to the ECU. So he's given me a couple of them. He's also got some dog bones and like the bolts and everything else and the bottom linkage for a Bandit 1200, because obviously I'm looking to do the swing arm swap on Asbo. He didn't know if I could, but he had these knocking about, so he's going, well, you can have them, take them. So I've got the linkages and whatnot, and he's also given me this, which I never had a snap-on tool at all. But he said he noticed in one of the videos that I didn't have a torque wrench, you know, like a smaller torque. I've got a big jobby and stuff, which is a bit unwieldy when you're doing little things. So he's given me this, look, the snap-on one. I've never had a snap-on tool. Apparently all the stuff that they use at his works and whatnot, they've got to go digital to calibrate. He's back again, look. Go on, give us a wave. He does. I've never had a snap-on tool, and it is, yeah, it kind of clicks, is it? It is nice. Yeah, it goes 135 to 15 Newton meters, so proper low. So this is going to be ideal for doing things like caliper bolts and, you know, the smaller stuff, not actual pins and, you know, all that sort of stuff. So that is going to be mega. He's going to stay in the box. But yeah, it was. I wouldn't expect it. I was going to have, have a gander at this thing, and I just came away with loads actual stuff. I know this video, there isn't any work going on or anything else, but I've got to say a proper thank you to these people. I mean, like Doddy, he chipped in, he donated the mill basically. The whole mill and stuff, and people have been watching the series and all that sort of stuff and the work that's going on. They've really got behind it, and then for Martin and Lynn to jump in and offer that, it just blows you away. It really, really does. The generosity of some people. And I know he wasn't using it, and I know it didn't fit his mill, but he didn't have to just give it to me, but he did, along with all this other stuff, and like a snap-on tool and the generosity of some people is just. It blows you away. It totally, totally does. So I wanted to say a proper thank you, and it is a very heartfelt one. I really do appreciate it. And we're like this close to getting it all done now. I need to crack on and get the motor mount done. So Jamie can do his thing on Sunday, and that's it. It's done. Just waiting on the DRO scales to get here, which they should be here. I need to chase them up. But yeah, so. It's only a short video, but it is a proper thank you to them. I'm still, working on these other couple of videos to get out this week. So, this isn't it for the week. There will be more, trust me. And we will see you again on the next one. Laters!